It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for Golden State, they have to be pleased with the way things have gone for them this season, winning 3 of their first 4 games. They've been a confident-looking team since the end of the preseason. A chance tonight to see Klay Thompson do his thing. Clearly one of the best shooters in the game. Can also be a little...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. They've got to know that you're in charge and know what you're talking about. But in the end, it's about them. Kevin?
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. We are seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with 2 things. First, the off-season work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the off-season does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better... believe you can contribute. So it's, yes, it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Here's Curry, and now Washington's starting group. Beal and Porter make up the perimeter. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. And it's Wall in at the point, and stolen by Howard. It's stolen by Curry. It's Durant on the wing. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a three-point game. Morris kicks to Howard. For the three, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Howard.
Well, Markieff Morris likes to get his points without having to put the ball on the deck.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Thompson, high post. Finished off the break.
Well, he gets bodied up and able to make the adjustment is Klay Thompson. Nice finish.
All taking his time here. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. Take a look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, for the Wizards, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Here is Wall. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Durant, no good. Beal against Thompson. Outside, Beal. Pass to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. To the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You have to love that mentality. John Wall took it in and made sure he drew the contact.
John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better shooter, because it's been integral to his success.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
Now here's Wall. Curry with the steal. Over Wall. And another basket for Golden State.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Trying to get something going. And he can't bank that one in. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Thompson. Takes the 3. Morris with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Durant against Wall. Down low, Howard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Howard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Howard too big, too strong for the defense inside.
Cousins finds Curry. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 6. Beal with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Cousins. Back to Iguodala. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
Now here's Wall. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. Beal, that's for 2. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, this is an example of where he's grown. Bradley Beal getting it done in the screen and roll.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Suns. Back to Curry. And Cousins kicks to Iguodala. To the paint. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
They get a hand on it. Here's Wall. Beal against Thompson. Back to Wall. Shoots over Curry. Wall's shot is off.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection. Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Curry. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Cousins inside, guarded by Porter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Washington called for the foul.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's always up there among the league leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. The D just never knows what to do with him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
Now here's Wall. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to Howard. And stolen by Cousins. Pass to Cook. This one for 3. No good on the shot. Now Washington takes it the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jones is checked in. Jeff Green is checked in for Washington. Warriors leading by 16. Jones looking for an opening. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Here is Livingston. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. Kicks it to Bell. Dishes to Cook. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
John Wall. First personal foul, team 7.
Pass to Livingston. Over Beal.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal. Because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot, that's really good D.
Iguodala with the steal. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Now here's Wall. Rebound by Iguodala.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Here's Wall. The Warriors making the shot. Now here's Howard. 17 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
He's gotten a little bit more selective with his two-point jumpers, but that's a shot Beal hits with regularity.
Livingston kicks to Cook. Wall with a block. Down low. Here's Porter. Right wing. Lets the three fly. And it's Wall. That time the assist by Green. Wall's got 5.
Wow, how about John Wall shooting that with confidence? That skill just gets better and better.
Back to Livingston. He kicks it to Jones. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Sweet little floater. Livingston's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Wall. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Green passes to Wall. And again, Washington with the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Cook kicks to Bell. Livingston looking for the opening. Iguodala against Porter. Iguodala dishes to Bell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Livingston. But they recover it. Jones, no luck. Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Green. Right side, Wall. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Howard. Excellent D that time from Jones.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Inside. Howard can't hit. Warriors leading by 14. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. On target from 13 feet.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Beal finds Green. Out to the right wing. Right side, Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. All the great Golden State Warriors scores. Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Kelly Oubre. Mahinmi is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now here's Rivers. Back to Satoransky. 5 on the clock. Over Cook. Washington with a fresh shot clock. Mahinmi feeds to Oubre. Great D that time from Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Led by as many as 18 points. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Warriors leading by 15. Here is Cook. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about Jan Mahinmi with a good pass? Not a guy you typically run the offense through, but his feel for the game has really grown.
You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy. Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Now, here's Mahinmi. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rivers can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Thunder, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
The first free throw is good. And attendance numbers for the Wizards, Doris, historically not so great.
Well, there are a lot of people who believe, Kevin, Washington is a football town, and some of the numbers would back that up. Last season, the Wizards were 24th in the league in terms of percentage of seats filled.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Now, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Now here's Rivers. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And where are the shots coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Wizards.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner three. And when they have, D's been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Now here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the foul called on Jason Smith. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins is checked. In for Golden State. It's taken away by Smith.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Now here's Oubre, defended by Durant. And he overshot that one, missing. Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Warriors leading by 16. Curry passes it to Green. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Durant wide open, he fires. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
And Satoransky kicks to Rivers. In the corner, Smith with it. The pass to Mahinmi, just 5 on the clock. To end the cold streak, DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin, becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Wizards trail by 21. On the wing, Morris. Now here's Oubre, defended by Durant. Oubre dishes to Smith. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Green.
Well, that's yeoman's work on the glass, and we've become accustomed to it from Draymond Green.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge, also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Group getting ready for the Wizards. Howard's checked in for Jason Smith. Porter comes in for Oubre. Bradley Beal's checked in for Rivers. And John Wall's subbed in for Satoransky. Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Shot to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Here's Curry. He drains the quick shot. Curry's got 9.
Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Back to Wall. To stop the drought, and the rejection by Cousins. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Jordan Bell comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. Outside, Wall. Now the dish to Beal. Clock at 6. Curry against Wall. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. 12 points for him.
Well, it matters not if he's dribble driving to the rim or spotting up. John Wall's so assertive in that mid-range game.
On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Beal. The shot by Thompson, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's Wall outside. He can't hit that time. So Golden State will take it the other way.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Curry's shot is good.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Wall. And stolen by Cousins. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Wall. 12 points for him, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Wall against Curry. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here is Wall. Unloads from 9.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit. Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
Wall against Curry. Howard with the steal. On up the court. Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Washington no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Puts it up from 17. Porter with a block.
Go, go, gadget arms for Porter, enabling him to stuff that one.
Wall finds Beal. And a miss there on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On its way from Curry for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Curry's got 14 points.
Steph Curry just rolling right now. We've seen many big nights from this guy. You might have to add another one. I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
And here is Curry, following Markieff Morris's 3. And Curry, here we go. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Wow, how about the explosiveness shown by Steph Curry? No soft finish that time. 3 me, drive me, dunk me.
Now here's Wall. 12 points for him. Curry with the steal. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now. Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up. Well, you think about the Washington Wizards and the problems they have had on the interior defending. Last year, they gave up a ton of points in the paint, and for the past 3 years, they've been around the bottom of the league for block shots.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, they've dominated that category in this one. It's reflected in the score.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. And Bell kicks to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Beal can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
It certainly appeared that they let the crowd get to them a little bit. Looked like they were rushing their foul shots, and that can happen. You've got to lock in.
The Wizards have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Damian Jones is checked in for Cousins. Looney comes in for Jordan Bell. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Curry.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Cook looking it over. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Jason Smith.
5 seconds left in the first half. Clock is at 3. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Cook's got 6 points.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 7 big steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Ernie, Steph Curry, he's still redefining the point guard position. To call him a shoot first or a pass first doesn't do him justice. He makes great decisions on the fly. Tremendous creator and ability to improvise. And we saw all of that in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington? And that's a wrap with the
Picturesque Lake Merritt, the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
And it's all 5 All-Stars out there for the Warriors. Curry, Clay, Durant, Green, and Cousins. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Howard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Wall.
How much confidence in his jump shot. John Wall has the green light off the pass.
Wall against Curry. To the inside, and stolen by Howard. Oh, Morris in position. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that one's good. Durant.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Here's Durant. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Wall. From 13, and he nails the jumper. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, just stellar concentration from the veteran. John Wall shooting under pressure, no problem. Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible. I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Porter passes to Howard. Shoots over Cousins. No good from Howard.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And when you look at Wall, the speed, the length, the skill, Doris, this is a guy who can carry your team.
And we talk a lot about his physical attributes and how those translate to success. The blinding speed. It's the instincts to me and the competitive streak, though, guys, that makes John Wall very special.
Pass to Cousins. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes it to Curry. Clock at 6. Another miss by Curry. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Beal from long range. That's good. Enzo Howard with the assist. That's 7 points for Bradley Beal.
A dead eye like Beal, you better close out and force him to put it on the deck.
Curry kicks to Green. It's Durant on the wing. Over Porter. No good from Durant.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Wall kicks to Morris. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. From the arc. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Wall finds Howard. Tipped away. Unloads from 13. And there it is for him.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
And the pass to Cousins. And he gets it to go. Cousins has got 8.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Morris outside. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 19 points.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
And here is Curry. 20 points for him. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 23.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Baseline J on the way. Bucket is good.
Yeah, I think Porter's good enough shooter to be a zone buster, able to find the seams, hit the mid-range.
The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Curry. Wall grabs the board. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Over Durant. The shot that time not on target. So Golden State will take it the other way. To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Wall's running. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And Curry, here we go. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
And checking out the numbers for Bradley Beal. Last year, getting it done. He put up about 22 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit. When the Washington Wizards are healthy, you know that their game is to get out and transition. But you think back to a year ago, they lost John Wall for half of those games, so that really took its toll on their transition ability.
Curry kicks to Durant. Rebound, Washington. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Wall. Here we go now. Shoots over Curry. Porter. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Jones checked in for Cousins. Kevon Looney comes in for Draymond Green. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. Now Mahinmi, no points in the game yet for him. Green kicks to Rivers. Here's Mahinmi. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Kevin, you do not have to be a gifted scorer. Ian Mahinmi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
Livingston passes to Jones. Back to Livingston from deep three-point range. Rebound, Washington.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Durant with it. 18 points for him. Here is Cook. Out to the wing. Inside. Here's Jones. And too long on the shot. Washington's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Oubre dishes to Mahinmi. The Wizards working the ball around now. Rivers finds Mahinmi. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Livingston. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Outside for Durant. It's Durant on the wing. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Oubre. And again, no good by Golden State. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Satoransky. Rivers with it. On the wing, Green. High, arcing shot, and Jones sends it back. Mahinmi's shot is good. And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Rivers kicks to Oubre. It's stolen by Livingston. Jones drives in.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Great showing for him last season. 5th in blocks, 6th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. That free throw, no good.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Durant. Passes it to Satoransky. Over Cook. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Iguodala, no good. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
That one drops for him.
Kev, how good a passer is Andre Iguodala, showing off his incredible court vision there.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And another miss by Washington.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Over to the wing. Now here's Livingston. D right on him. And that one drops. Livingston's got his third basket of the night.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Rivers passes to Green over Iguodala. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Rivers. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here is Cook. 8 points for him. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Bell is checked in for Kevon Looney. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Oubre kicks to Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. Oubre can't get it to go. And the turnover again by Golden State.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
And here's Rivers. Yep, it counts.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Good if it goes. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And, Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. Smith is out there with Bryant. Then there's Green. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Brown in at the 2. And he makes that one.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Here's Jones. Good on the short little jump shot. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. Now, Satoransky. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the dunk by Smith.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the good news for the Wizards last year, they had a number of guys who could stretch the floor.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They finished 4th in the league in accuracy from three-point range. Otto Porter shot an incredible 44%. And John Wall much improved. He and Bradley Beal 37%.
One shot.
And Smith, no good on that one. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right. Making an investment in your future. Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And Satoransky kicks to Bryant. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. They'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And that one against the Bulls, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And he sinks the second. Evans with it. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Listen, we all understand Jordan Bell can get off his feet in a hurry. That is nice.
Satoransky, the pass to Bryant. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
Here's Livingston. Some solid defense from Brown.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Satoransky. Rebounded by Bell. And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Green against Evans. Brown outside. 5 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. And Golden State will come the other way. To the inside, Livingston. The teardrop falls in. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Wizards have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Mahinmi's checked in for Bryant. Here's Evans. Here's Livingston. Evans left side. That one goes. Count it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Green left side. He tries for three. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists now in this one. Livingston kicks to Jerebko. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Mahinmi against Bell. The pass to Satoransky. Over Bell. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, think about Sean Livingston. He seemed to be ahead of the curve from day one. Here's a man who could walk at 7 months, or maybe I should say baby who could walk at 7 months. He was reading by the age of 3, playing basketball by the age of 6, kind of a prodigy, guys.
That free throw, no good. And you look at Livingston in high school, 5-star recruit, and already a fan favorite because of the way he played.
Well, Sean Livingston is an unbelievable passer. He's got great court sense. He's a perfect leadership presence in the locker room. And think about his story, the gruesome injury that certainly took a toll on his career, but the ability to fight back and make yourself an integral part of a team that has now won multiple championships. You talk about great talent, but even tougher mentality.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Oubre. Tries again, and Looney sends it back.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
First personal foul, 2 seconds. Substitution.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
The drive by Thompson.
Listen, make no mistake, this guy is far from just a spot-up shooter. Klay Thompson adept at getting into the lane.
Washington shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Thompson finds Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Satoransky. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up.
And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
From deep, and another three for Golden State.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And it's Wall. That time the assist by Howard. Howard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
Porter in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Beal against Curry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Wizards. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Wall's got 23 points.
Those are sensational defensive instincts on display from John Wall. So good at creating opportunities through his defense.
Thompson passes to Evans. Fires the three. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Cook kicks to Evans. Shoots from 12. Kicks it out to Jones. Second chance shot. Rebound by Mahimi. And it's Washington's ball. Oubre up top. Covered by Evans. Back to Oubre. To the paint. Here's Mahimi. Can't hit that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Count it.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
And here is Satoransky. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Pushing the point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.